right, everyone, so now we are going to be working on making some fresh jam. This is so easy. It's called jam in a jiffy. I'm cleaning out my freezers and I have a lot of berries, and so I am making this. This isn't to can, it's everything. It has the pectin, it has the sugar. I bought this over the summertime for me being able to use it in the wintertime. So let me go ahead and let's work on this. And then I'm going to show you some fresh herbs in my kitchen to dehydrate them to make a beautiful flavored salt. I like my jams with whole berries in it. I just love that, and having that on a bagel. And this is amazing. You just pour it in. It has the sugar, it has the pectin, and now all we have to do is stir it and let it set, and it will get very, very thick. Go ahead and break up a few of the blackberries so it's not quite so many, but this tastes absolutely amazing, and it will last a few months in the refrigerator. This is also good over ice cream, but this will get very thick. It'll get thick like jelly once it's refrigerated. This will last me at least 2 months, and the other one I'm probably going to end up putting it in the freezer to make it last even longer, but it lasts a long time in the refrigerator because of the high sugar content. All right, so we have this English thyme. Actually, it's the lemon thyme. You can tell by the scent of it, and I need to give it a haircut, and we are going to dehydrate it because we are going to be making some amazing seasoned salt. And I'm going to show you the 19th century way they had salt when they had it in their kitchens. It smells absolutely amazing. Even though it's in the dead of the winter time and there's nothing really growing, you can still have things growing in your home. What we're going to do is give it a little bit of a haircut and dehydrate it, and it only takes about an hour. Hydrating herbs does not take long at all. So we're just going to cut the little ends off like this. That will encourage it to grow more. A few hours later, everything was dried, so now all we have to do is sift it through this really unique sifter. I really like this. We're just going to go ahead and get all the loose pieces, and then we're going to put it in the salt, and I'm going to show you where the salt was kept, those who lived in the pioneer days. So this is called a salt cellar, and it was a little wooden box that people kept their salt in. And what we're doing is adding the dehydrated lemon thyme, and then we're just going to go ahead and mix it all together. So a salt cellar is something I just learned just the other day, and wow, it's so much fun to learn about history and about how they kept things back in the old days. I'll be using some of my very weak tomato water. This has proven to be amazing. So 2 years ago I made a lot of this. It was supposed to be tomato juice. Well, it's really watery, as you can see. And people asked me about it, and I said, well, it's just weak tomato juice. But in chili, it's amazing. So it was taking the tomato skins, and I was putting them through a grinder, and it's absolutely amazing. Now we have some ranch beans from 2019, which I'm wiping all the tops off. So these are beans with some ranch seasoning, which is amazing in the chili too. It gives that extra flavor that people are like, what is that? And then I do have some canned kidney beans, and I do have another can of kidney beans, some diced tomatoes. We're gonna throw everything together. Then I just did a video on chili mix for Christmas gifts. It's amazing. This is absolutely amazing. It's really important once in a while to take your spices and just shake them a little bit. And then I have a pound of ground beef sauteing on the stove. Let me go ahead and get my crock pot, slow cooker, and we'll just throw everything in there, and then we're gonna make some muffins. Now I realize this next step that I do is a big preference with people, but I like draining my beans. I like getting the gumminess out of them. So these beans were packed with onion, which is really good. These were the ranch beans. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to rinse the beans. I also really like rinsing the beans that come from the store, because those beans are really gummy. It's a little bit of a gumminess that comes off of the bean when you can them. There's nothing wrong with them. That's normal. I just don't like that in my chili. All right, now we're gonna put the beans in. I'm making a really large batch of this chili because I make enough to take home for my son and his wife. Don't talk, just add a little music to this. Now we're just going to add a little bit of the juice. So I only need one of them. I can put this one back. Now we'll add our meat. And I will not add any seasonings until it's really good and hot. Now this will cook down quite a bit, and I will be adding a little bit of ketchup as well to it. And there is the meat. I did drain the fat off of it. All right, we're gonna put the lid on there and then we'll start making some of the cornbread. All right, I took one out to sample it, and let me tell you what, it is amazing. This is what they look like. I'm gonna take them out and then we'll give them a taste test. I absolutely love this cornbread. It's amazing. I personally would add about a tablespoon of some flour to it to make it more puffier, but the flavor is absolutely amazing. All right, everyone. The cornbread is finished, and it's absolutely amazing. And the chili is so good too. Now I can see why in the South they love their cornbread with their chili. Going to a 5-minute household tip. This is the time of the year where our gardens are pretty much barren and our bodies are craving something with minerals and vitamins in it, something fresh. That's when I start with my sprouts. So today I'm working on some sprouts in the kitchen, and I thought I'd share it with all of you. Sprouts are a wonderful way that you can get your nutrition even in the dead of the winter time. You can grow things in your own home. You don't have to have a garden. You don't have to live on a homestead or a farm or anywhere out in the country. You can produce your own sprouts right away. So this is my sprouter. I have this for many years. This is a family size. I'm gonna go ahead and use this today and set it at the windowsill. In 3 to 5 days, I will have as much alfalfa sprouts as I can eat. We use them in our salads, on top of sandwiches, with burgers, even as a snack. They're absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these sprouts in and sprout it. All right, it's so simple. All we're gonna do is put water, and the water will filter down into the bottom. And we keep doing this with fresh water every day until they're sprouted. Now the water will run down and it will get all of them nice and wet. And when they start sprouting, then we're gonna go ahead. We'll have to rinse this every day. We take the water from the bottom, pour it out, and add new.